Check, check. There we go. Check, check. My bad. I hit the mute microphone for some reason. I don't know why I did that again. Hopefully you can hear me now. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so let me start back over. So for this March to October for the Oakland Athletics, what I decided to do was dig a little bit deeper into the team management portion of it. Not a lot, just a little bit. So what this team is comprised of, there's a bunch of power hitters on the Athletics, a lot of them, top to bottom. I mean, when you look, you'll see like a lot of power hitters on the squad. They're not really big on contact hitting. So on part of that, the team is slow. We don't have a lot of speed. Look at the speed. We don't have anybody that tops 80 speed. Nobody. So we have to keep that in mind. We got a lot of big bats, no speed. We have some pretty good fielding, some pretty decent pitching, but that's kind of what it is. Yo, what's up, Charm City? I see you've been posting the comments, man. You've been commenting on a few videos. I appreciate that engagement. Thank you. So what I decided to do, since I'm digging deeper into this mode, knowing that this team is slow on speed, and we need some help at second base. Our second base is pretty weak. We have Tony Kemp was my starting second baseman, but when I look at his stats, I mean, he's not going to help me at the plate very much. I mean, he's not a great contact hitter or power hitter. Has some decent vision, but he has horrible speed, and fielding is not all that great. And he's a second baseman, and so he's not that fast. I kind of need for my second baseman to be able to have some reaction to him and get up and move. So what I did was I put him on the bench, and I put this guy right here. I put in Franklin Barreto. I mean, he's not that much better. I mean, his overall is actually lower, but he has good speed. His reaction is not as good as Tony's, but his field is not as great either. But I mean, they're kind of close. I mean, reaction could be a little bit better, but I like his speed. Like his natural speed will make up for some of that reaction time. So I did that, and then the next thing I did was I went down here to trade management. As you can see, like we're struggling pretty bad at starting pitching, second base, and left field. I mean, right field too, but with the fielders, at least you can kind of move them around. So I don't really take those ratings too literal. Let's see. Hey, any kind of help I can give you, Mr. Loves, I do and I can give you. PS4 record app struggles for you. I'm talking about when you're like trying to just like make a quick recording. But so anyway, so I'm going to be looking at my positional needs here of starting pitcher, second baseman, and left fielder. So that'll help me when I'm looking for trade opportunities, or when the CPU wants to offer me a trade, then they'll know this is what we're looking for. Team needs, you can select up to two. I thought I did pitching prospects, but definitely speed. I need speed. Honestly, I need probably speed and more contact hitting, if I'm being honest there. I may just do that. I may just do speed and contact. I don't necessarily really care one way or the other, left-handed or right-handed hitting and pitching, but I definitely want to make sure that I get some more contact and some speed on the team. Players to target. So I spent a little time on this right here. because, as you can see, shortstop, I decided I want to target Tim Anderson. Why? Well, you see he has good speed. He's an awesome contact hitter, and he has good speed. Now, will I be able to probably pull him in? Probably not. But at least I want to try to, look at his hot and cold zones. Like he has a lot of hot zones. So, good hitter. And then like we're weak on second base. So I just put these two guys here. Whit Merrifield, which is 90 overall. Again, probably may not get him, but it's okay to put that there. He has good speed. He's decent steal rating. This second baseman right here, I just got him mainly for the fielding. I could probably end up landing him, honestly, but he doesn't have a lot of speed, but he's a great fielder, and has good contact hitting. And then for my outfielder, I decided to try to mess around and see if I can land Adam Duvall. He has good field, he's a really good fielder, and he has good speed. Not as much as a contact hitter as he is a power hitter. So those are some guys that I'm just trying to target and just to see how that works out. Players to shop. These are the players on my team that I'm willing to entertain a trade for. Mostly I'm looking at guys that are kind of over the age of 30, that, probably have mostly a C potential. Maybe there was a B in there, but most of these guys are kind of like over the age of 30. They can still, be of use to other teams as well. And of course, my untouchables, I got Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, Ramon Lareno, however you say his name, and Liam Hendricks. So that is how my team is set up and what we're looking for. And we're going to jump right into our opening day game. As you can see, there's some games that already been played, but we have not played ours yet because we're still 0-0. What do I use to record my content? I use the Elgato HD60. Hoping to upgrade to a HD60S Plus so that I can record in. I can play my games. Like right now, I'm playing on a computer monitor, but my TV behind me, my 4K 55-inch, I would like to play on that since I have HDR. And the Elgato HD60S Plus has HDR function, and you can play in HDR 4K on your TV while recording in HD 1080p 60 frames. That's the only reason why I don't have it set up like this now, while I come over to my computer to play, because it's easier to record and do my commentary all in one spot. So, appreciate that. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Our first game is against the Minnesota Twins. We're at the top of the 6th. Let's see where the Twins are. Well, never mind. Let's just go ahead and play. Do I still do boxing? Oh, no, man. Fight Night, that game, they never made like a revision to the game. They never remastered it or did anything. I would love for them to remake Fight Night, but that game is really expensive to make because you have to deal contracts with each individual boxer, and it's very expensive. And boxing is not like a real popular game now, since UFC, mixed martial arts, is kind of taken over now as far as combat sports. So it's just one of those things. Let me turn this down. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things where EA is going to look at, is that a good investment right now? When we got UFC and we got to deal with them, do we want to deal with boxing, which has become a far less popular sport nowadays? So you probably won't see another one like that. So
this is an A's club that can make plenty of noise in 2020.
Hey, what's up, Born Savior?
Let's go get
Thanks for stopping in.
Baseball is next.
Got Chris Davis there. I thought about putting him on a trading block for me. As in most March to October episodes, today's action will begin in the mid to late innings. You are now taking control in the top of the 6th inning. Good luck in your March to October. Okay.
Welcome to those
kind of a little overcast, a little foggy out there.
So digging in now, Byron Buxton.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the
all right. So we got Manea, however you say his name, on the mound.
Would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down.
Wanted to bunt.
This gets foul. It's
all right, so let's try to keep this up a little bit. Oh, that's too early. That's gonna be way outside probably.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
All right. He wants me to throw a lot of off-speed, slow stuff.
The 1-1.
Kind of throw a little heat. There you go. How do you think MLB would do for the real 2020 season? It sucks because my homie Chris Davis for my Orioles was killing it in spring training when the COVID comes in. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are some sports that came back yesterday. That was some soccer on TV, some live soccer with the nearly empty stadium. There were still some people in the stadiums, but they were spaced out. And then, of course, NASCAR came back yesterday. So some sports are slowly making their way back.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
I got to focus in here.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way.
So it just depends on
2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat.
You know how they're going to do it. I mean, they're probably going to do like a lot of other sports. Got him. Oh, did I get him? Oh, I thought he was a pop fly. So baseball will probably come back in an empty stadium. But the thing is, like with
high in the air out to
NASCAR, that's an easy sport to bring back during this time because, you know, as far as the sport itself, I mean, everybody's by themselves in a car. You're definitely more than 6 feet apart. Now, you got your crew chiefs and everything like that, and everybody was wearing masks and stuff. And when they did the interviews, they were 6 feet apart, using boom mics for the riders and the commentators and interviewers. They were like, you know, further back. So, I mean, it's definitely something that can sustain as long as there are no current reports of somebody actually having it, because that could just shut the sports right back down.
They're taken for a strike. Both teams with just 2 hits.
That looks where he's been. I've been around, man. I took a break last week, and I did do a stream a couple days ago.
After falling down,
but yeah, but sports like football, basketball, I mean, baseball is still very iffy because you got the dugout, everybody's in close proximity, and there's so many people on a baseball team. Like, how many people do you have on a baseball team in the lineup? Like 15 people? Something like that?
Throw gets him, 2 down.
No, that's basketball. I'm not sure how many you have in baseball as far as on the team. You got, of course, 9 people. Then you got your pitching staff, and you got the guys that are on the bench. I mean, you can have at least, I don't know, 20 people, 25 on the roster. Yeah. So you got a lot of people in one confined space, and then I seen something on ESPN. They were talking about certain rules that they were going to implement if baseball were to come back, or when it does come back, like no spitting, no high fives. Like the no spitting part is going to be hard in baseball. Like spitting has become so attached with baseball throughout the years with the tobacco and just sunflower seeds. Yeah, they're going to say no sunflower seeds. That was one thing. I don't know if you guys seen that, but yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of the little nuances that kind of define baseball, they're removing in order to bring the sport back. So it's gonna be really hard. And this guy is late, so I'm gonna try to come high on him.
2 hits and no errors in the
go
ball
up
game
here
for Minnesota.
This may get him because I've been keeping his eyes low. Yep, there we go.
His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Still.
Oh yeah, I remember that empty stadium game. Why was that an empty stadium? I do remember the game. Why was it empty though?
So striding in, Tony Kemp 0 for 1.
Yes, it's like it's hard to track the infection. It's hard to know, you know, at what moment somebody got it, so you can really pinpoint that area.
And that misses.
It's just one of those things. Like, and then if somebody on the team tests positive for it, it's like everybody has to go into quarantine. Like, it's so easy to get stuff started and then have the sport shut back down again. I mean, I just think that everybody should still remain in this quarantine until we really get a handle on this. Like, even with the states reopening, 3 straight balls. all I'm hearing is like more new cases every day. I mean, new cases happen every day, but now it's like even more amplified because certain states are opening back up, restaurants are opening back up, barbershops and hair salons are opening back up.
You maybe
And it's
get
just like,
2 pitches a game where all the
it's
guesswork
not smart
goes
to
out
do
the
that.
window.
It's
This
not
is
smart at
certainly
all.
that
I know everybody wants to get some sort of normalcy in their life from what they used to do,
The 3-1
but
pitch.
you don't want to rush it at the sake of your health.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the
Ride
sixth.
prevention in Baltimore? Yeah, man. It's like certain states are taking even more measures, like in New York and
First
everything.
now with nobody out.
It's
And up
crazy.
next, Berkeley area native Marcus
It's like,
Simeon.
I don't know. It's just very dangerous, and I don't know why certain people are just not. They're just ready to just get out the house, but they're not thinking about I could get infected and infect somebody I love, and Oh, come on. Oh, that looks good, guys. Come on, let's get out of here.
Rosario,
There we go.
and they take the lead. It's gone.
Told you we got a team full of power bats, for the most part. Everybody has it, and I just did normal swing on that. I'm not going to be.
Straight away left.
Usually I'll do power swing, like when it's a 0-0 count. I'll try to power swing with a good power hitter. But that's only when I'm ahead in the count, so I can take advantage of their strength. But Simeon with the first bomb of the season, 2-run homer.
I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
That's a good hit. 383.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's
So let me see his stats. You push right or left on the D-pad, you can see these stats. So he's slightly a better contact hitter versus a right-handed pitcher. And then Matt Chapman is more of a power hitter. And then, of course, Matt Olson, 94. That's a straight power swinger right there. All right. And you can tell by the little icons in the middle of the piece, it lets you know what type of hitter they are at a glance. And the bigger that diamond or the bigger the icon means, the more power or whatever they are in that area.
Bases are empty here, nobody out.
You stay-at-home gamer? Yeah.
1-2 now as that one's foul.
Like me and my wife, we'll get out and like today we got on our bikes for the first time. We cleaned out the garage yesterday and I pumped the tires up on our bikes, on our mountain bikes, and we got out and rode this morning. And we just stay close by in the neighborhood, and we only go out when we need to get stuff for the house, things like that.
That two-seamer, and he
So-
loves to throw it inside.
Like, but even when like jobs kind of say it's okay to come back, I'm still going to work from home for a while. Because I work from home. As you guys see, my work setup is right over my shoulder back there.
Count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect
So-
a good pitch to swing at.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball.
All right, so we're 3-2 count, full count. Here we go.
There's ball 4.
Here we go.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit. So we'll see if that.
Yeah, the UFC being back, I don't know how. I don't really. I mean, I like to watch the UFC. I mean, I haven't watched it like consistently like I used to. But I don't know how I feel about that, because that's like one of the worst sports to bring back during a pandemic like this. I mean, it's nothing but body fluids, and you're all up on each other.
Nothing and nothing pitch.
Like,
First pitch fastball.
it's amazing that sport got the clearance to,
Fastball well out.
to sanction
That's
fights.
a great call.
Like,
right there.
I mean,
Fastball
it just
away
goes to
from
show
the
how much,
Jets on first base.
how influential
Almost like
money
a
is.
hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch.
Oh,
for
man.
strike number
Let's see.
2.
Layla, my father was a baseball scout, 30 years, team. So passed. Wait, the next one? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
A runner at
Sorry to hear
first
that,
with no
Layla.
outs here. Popped
My
off.
condolences to you and your family. That's very unfortunate.
Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box. For
What'd you miss? What happened to the Braves? Well, we made the playoffs. We made the wild card, and man, we got just trounced by the Nationals. So they put us out. Now, I did take that save, and I'm moving it over to a franchise save. But I kind of want to stick with some of the March to October stuff for now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Good pitch.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
I know. And this is like, even though it's allowed in some countries, it's like, that doesn't change the fact of how the virus moves and how highly contagious it is.
Count remains at 0-2.
It's just one of those things where
Like he was cheating a heater right there.
people are just trying to get back to some sort of normal lifestyle.
Keep his hands back.
Man, look at
The
this
next
power
0-2.
here.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Heading
Man, I didn't get a lot of that, but you see how far he still hit it.
Play for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 20, Mark Canha.
Right, exactly, Charm. It's just like right there.
And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
I don't know, man.
He's set. Here it comes.
But I will say,
Kepler's on his horse.
that dude better not get that.
And
Okay.
no one will track it down.
I will say, like,
A runner on first with 2 away.
you really miss. Like, I really like it when this stuff started and they were just like replaying old sports and stuff. It was cool. It was cool to kind of watch some of the past like fantastic games that have happened in all the different sports, like some of the great baseball games that have played like on the MLB Network and on ESPN, and some of the basketball games and even some football games. But then after a while, you kind of get tired of just seeing old games.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit
Oh,
high
I
and
got
deep to
under it.
right center.
I think I got under it
Center
too much.
fielder on the run.
And then you realize, okay,
Down, and that will
it wouldn't
end
be right to see sports that didn't have a crowd. It would feel kind of awkward. But now at this point,
Sights and sounds
because
of
we've been
a
in this
day
so
at the-
long, like
Oh my goodness.
anything new, any new sports,
Network.
even if there's no crowd, I would welcome it. But you know, I want people to be safe, and I don't want to put like athletes in jeopardy.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. 1 for 2. He's singled and
So March,
struck out
October is
his
one season, and then when the
Starting to run
season's
out of
done,
time. They haven't been able to
done
score
with the World
any
Series
runs
or
as
not,
we're moving
it
late
moves the
into this
franchise
one.
for you.
A perfect
You
time
can
for
do
this
that.
tough guy
You have the
to
option to
try
do
get
that, or you can just say,
things
okay,
going.
I just want to do that one time and I'm done. Or you can just start a completely new March to October. Your stats and stuff don't carry over. It's just like it kind of wipes everything clean and you start over again. So yeah, it's really fun if you're trying to if you ever wanted to play a full season, a full major league season. It's kind of like franchise light, if you will. Like you don't have to do a lot of managing. It's like you do very high level management of just like what my team needs, what kind of players I'm looking for, and then like the players that I would like to trade. But you don't have to do like a lot of the day-to-day stuff.
High pop up.
Get in there.
Into foul territory on the right side. And this is
So yeah,
taken in
it makes it
foul.
fun that way. And then like after you play a game, then you'll get like momentum. If you win, you'll get like hot momentum. If you lose, you get cold momentum. And depending on the significance of your win or your loss, depends on how much momentum you get. So when that momentum is dictated by when the games are simmed, how many games you'll win during that simming period, win or lose during that simming period. So, you know,
He's ready
you can
to
get like I got through a whole season. I don't know how many live streams I did, but you know, I wasn't like doing like a lot of heavy grinding. It was just like, you know, casual play and finished the whole season. I can't tell you when the last time I did that playing a baseball game or playing this game.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Rocking game, which game is this in March? This is Oakland Athletics. Somebody had commented, I believe it was Charm City, and I think I responded to your comment today. They commented that I should do Oakland Athletics March to October, and it was like I literally read that comment right after I had set this up, so it was like perfect timing. Yes, this is opening day. This is literally the first game.
Sometimes where I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they.
I got to start paying attention to my pitcher's energy and all that stuff. And
He's 0 for 2.
do I have any? Oh, I got people warming up. Cool. So he's okay. His energy's getting kind of low, but manageable.
Now the 0-1. There goes the runner. chopped on the ground over to first.
It's all right. I'll just go ahead and do that.
And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
It's all right.
Now batting.
At the plate, Mitch Garver.
I guess so.
Position
Great
with
minds do think alike. All right. Wants me to throw a changeup? I don't never like starting out throwing a changeup.
He's set.
A changeup is supposed to be a pitch to, you know, get your batter off balance. I don't
Runner
really
in
agree
scoring
starting
position
out
at
with the
second with
pitch.
2 down. Ball 2.
Okay.
Now you can see he's working.
All right, I gotta get dialed in. A pitching tip I will give you guys. Somebody asked me when I was gonna do a pitching tutorial. I believe it was also Charm City, if I'm not mistaken. One thing I will say.
Too tight with that.
Oh, come on.
3-0.
Big catcher telling me, calm down, calm down. All right. So what you would find out when you're pitching,
And he fouls.
and like when your pitcher starts to get tired, and especially if you're getting late in the innings, your controller will vibrate the further out you move your cursor for your pitch location. But sometimes when your pitcher gets cold, like when he gets really tired, like right here, my controller's vibrating, and that lets you know you're on the edge of the strike zone. Even though my strike zone ends out here, but because my pitcher is tired and its control may not be at the most optimal place where it should be, it's vibrating right here. It lets me know if I'm trying to throw something on the corners, I need to leave my cursor right here rather than right here, because my vibration is getting heavy. You can see how the ball is shaking. That's my controller that's making it vibrate. So when you start to feel a slight vibration, that lets you know you're on the edge of throwing something on the strike zone.
Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full.
Yeah, that's 100 pitches. Yeah, let me do a mound visit real quick.
Now time
Call,
is
get some of that
called.
energy
Both
back,
guys in the
confidence.
bullpen are ready to go.
All right. We're gonna go off speed here.
And he's got himself
Ooh.
another one as he picks up strikeout.
He will be going out next inning. He will not. That was his last inning pitching.
Twins wind up stranding one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Bottom of the inning now. Here's Chris Davis now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Chris Davis.
All right, so.
Now here's the pitch.
Oh, I should have swung at that. Didn't mean to do that.
Doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
What I love
Yeah,
right there is just
and that's what I'm saying. Like the changeup, like when my catcher wanted me to throw that first as my first pitch, I'm like, no. Why would I want to throw that first?
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
All right, so let's see what this guy has going for him. That slurve, which drops low in the zone. That's his best pitch right now. So I'm gonna have to try to stay low.
Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2.
More than often, when you get an 0-2 count, the pitcher is gonna throw a ball. More than likely, not all the time.
2 balls and 2
There we go.
strikes. The count to Chris Davis.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you.
There we go. Fall, see,
3 balls
staying
and 2
patient at the plate with him.
strikes.
Fought
Full
back
count
from an
to the
0-2 count to a
A's.
full count. And you know, Chris is always a power here. The 87 against righties.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on.
And I
and
missed.
Strike 3.
Cannot believe I missed that. So this ballpark is 330, 400, 330.
Trying to get him to
Man.
chase. That wasn't
Can't believe I
working, so
missed
he
that.
just reached back and fired a good
I
old
actually hit my PCI to go down. I don't know why I did that.
No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a
Who's
guy.
Steven Piscotty is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Got him to swing
this
it
slurve.
below the knees.
Slurve is nice. All right.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
My favorite team is the Atlanta Braves.
Three and one now.
3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this.
So
really
this
matters.
hitter is better at line drives and
Giving out
contact hitting.
Free passes this late.
Popped up.
Too high.
Wilson has a play. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher,
Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
He's also a line drive hitter and a contact hitter.
Grounded out in his first 2 tries. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire.
Yeah, my Braves, man, we're playoff bound every year. We just struggle to make it to the big dance. I don't know why I swung at that pitch. 2 pitches high. He's coming with that slurve low.
And he lays
Yep.
off for a ball. 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch.
I got a lot of
Like
cold
that,
zones.
They went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Heading out towards shallow right.
Drop, 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 drop.
Kepler.
Aw.
He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. New inning set to get underway. In now, Miguel
It's
Sano.
okay. Don't worry about the
for 2
fence
for
height.
him to this point.
Even though we're moving
Long
into
as I
the
can
back
get-
end of this game, they're only
Oh,
down
let me
by a
take this
couple
guy
of
out.
runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could.
I can't. It won't let me take him out. Why won't it let me? Okay.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground for Simeon. It's short. He's got it. Throw on to
Good
first
play,
in time,
Simeon.
So the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
the batter number
Yeah, probably on the edges of 6 feet, and then I guess obviously if it's the same, it's like it's a double stacked wall in center field, so 12 feet in center field.
Stepping up to the plate, Luis Arias. He got on top of one.
Oh, you said 8 feet. Okay, well, 8 and 16. Let's look at our bullpen. Let me see these 2 guys. I'm not familiar with the athletic squad that much. Let's put in Samero. Let's see. JB has 2 different fastballs, a changeup and a slurve. Changeup, curveball. But he has like 2 off speeds. All right, we'll go with him. Put in game.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
now pitching for the Athletics.
So he was able to only get that
Number
first
36.
out in the 8th.
All right. Let me build up his 4-seamer real quick. And if you guys are new to the stream, you know I often do this when I bring a new pitcher, and I rarely skip, unless I'm just really tired. I rarely skip the warm-up pitches because they increase the effectiveness of the pitch that you're throwing in warm-up. So like my 4-seamer, see now it's improving. If I throw this again and I throw a strike with it, it'll keep improving the confidence on that pitch, so that pitch will get more movement or more velocity, and we'll see how it's still rising. But let's say if I wanted my changeup to be a little bit better. So my changeup is almost 3/4 full. So if I throw 2 changeups right here and they happen to be strikes, you'll see my changeup, the blue circle around it, you'll see it start to increase. As it is now, it's already 3/4 full just from that 1 pitch. I'll throw 1 more. So now look at my changeup. It's almost full. So that's how we do that. And that was a good one right there. And I'll throw this curveball. And one thing you got to keep in mind when you do this, the more time you spend between not throwing a particular pitch, it will lose confidence. So that's the way the game kind of makes you focus on mixing up your pitches. It's like, dang, that curveball has a lot of break to it. So, all right, here we go.
The pitch. And a good pitch on the inside
nice.
corner for strike 1. Tries to go the other way
Get
as this
over
is
there.
in the air to left field. And he will
Easy
make
play.
the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, hold on.
Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mount Davis for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Max Kepler is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the air out to straightaway left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Sorry about that, guys. That's my wife calling.
Clipper is on to pitch out of the bullpen.
All right, Tony Kemp.
Number 36, Tyler Clipper.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Why is Tony Kemp in the game? I thought I took him out of the lineup.
It's 0-1.
Maybe it was for a particular lineup. Maybe it wasn't.
Pulled toward right center field. Kepler's there for it. And he
No, if I recall correctly, I did replace him. Okay, maybe it didn't save. All right, here we go. Simeon.
Marcus Simeon. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And he might
I think he got another one. There's another one out of here, baby.
Out to left.
Wow, this dude here is a beast.
Home run.
2 home run game for Simeon. Oh, we got somebody on the watch list, chat.
Home run of the game, and the A's lead it now 3-0.
This man is responsible for all 3 runs.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom.
Yeah. Ian says Simeon can hit. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Like, I don't know much about the Oakland Athletics. When Ricky Henderson, I used to like the A's, you know, because I used to like their uniforms. I like the gold and the green, because back then I think they used to wear like the gold and green as opposed to the green and gold like they do now.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate.
So I used to like them just off of that alone. Then I really started to like get attached to them.
As a right-hander's up and throwing.
So they've always been a low-key favorite of mine.
2-0. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
All right, 2-1.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Oh man, that was a good
Hits
pitch.
are now even at 4 apiece.
His 4-seamer and his changeup are doing good.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Three and 2 to the A's.
Another full count, guys. So let's see if we can get something good thrown to us.
Struck him out.
Why did he do a check swing? What is going on? Does that happen to you guys when you play this game? Sometimes you'll hit the swing button and they won't completely swing. Like, why would I check swing that?
He tried to check.
Even the animation looked weird.
Sure, the home plate umpire was ringing him.
Like, I was legit swinging. I pushed the X button. I didn't tap it.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman.
Game just did me wrong on that one.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him. And
It did me wrong. That could have been a home run right there because that was right down the middle.
0 for 3 in the game so far.
I hate when it does that.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
All right. Fans are coming alive.
Popped up.
Of course, it's not a good one.
Sano is there, and the side is retired.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a little delicate, like when you hit the button, because like when I'm check swinging, I quickly tell, but when I'm swinging, I do like that. So I'm not sure why it all of a sudden. And I've also known that there's been pitches that I've legit swung at, and it like out of the zone, and for some reason my batter just holds up and doesn't swing. So I don't know. Why did I throw a changeup as my first pitch?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
I just think it's just input recognition of the game. Sometimes it just doesn't have the right recognition. I don't want to go back to the same spot. I'm gonna go right down the middle. Dangerous, I know.
0-1 pitch. Runs up and gets this one
But
down.
he's bunting. Chapman.
Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Up next for
All right, we got one out.
And that'll bring up the
Top of the night. Oh, we can close them out this game, guys.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Start the season off with a win, hopefully.
And this is taken out.
Why don't I have my... Hold
In
on.
his career,
I know this is not going to matter now, and I should have been paying attention. I should have been warming up my closer. Sit this guy down, and, you know, I warm him up too, just for the heck of it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
I like how the crowd gets a little more rowdy,
Counts even at 1.
a little louder as the game comes closer to a close, or when you start to get a little rally going, they pick up. The crowd sounds pick up a little bit more. 1-1.
Get this line going.
Where does he want me to throw this cutter? No, I can't keep going back to the same spot, man.
And it's fouled away.
Let him finish. He's got it. Well, I mean, he's doing good right now. He still has a lot of energy. Confidence is really good on his pitches. But if he, you know, if he starts to get rocked, then, you know, we may have to have a discussion. I'm going to throw this cutter. Get him.
Now a swing and a ground ball.
What in the world?
That's in for a base hit.
Did we have a shift on him or something? Had to have had a shift. A weird shift. Because there was nobody at second base. And, of course, he conveniently hits it right at second base. Hold on. I want to see what our positioning was on that last play. Look at this. What kind of... Okay, we did have the shift on him. Wow. Okay, game. All right, let's see if we can get him hit it to a ground. Double play.
A swing and a shot hit
that's
down
Josh
the
Donaldson.
corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. So far,
Josh is 2 for 3, so that means he's actually dialed in this game. Come on, get over there. Get over there. There we go.
It's over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
MLB The Show shifting is the cause of some serious stress. I mean, I don't really get too deep into like my defensive alignment. I just let it do it auto. I mean, I don't know. I probably should get more focused on something like that, but I just don't scout players enough in this game. Because a lot of it is also dependent upon like your pitch placement, where you're choosing to pitch. And I don't take the game that deep to say, okay, I need to pitch him this way to influence him to hit the ball in this location. I mean, it's something that you should definitely keep in mind, but I don't.
It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking it.
Meanwhile, now this is hit well
Foul,
down that
foul,
right field line.
foul, foul.
And gone for a home run.
Now, did you see that? That was a cheat right there. It was clearly had the momentum going out towards the foul line, and then all of a sudden it just slowed up and hits the foul pole.
As it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Here this game goes.
The season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here,
Here the game goes.
it was 50-50.
Oh, I hate when this game does that
But
stuff.
somehow he wills it just enough until clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
All right, this guy has to come out. He has to come out now. My closer's ready.
Liam Hendricks gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Leo.
All right. Yeah, because see, this game sometimes it does this little voodoo in the background. It's like, okay, you're gonna leave in a middle relief pitcher to close this game out. You should have your closer in. This is where they're supposed to be. So because you didn't follow the baseball code of the trend of what you should do, we're gonna make it feel like you made a mistake by leaving that type of pitcher in the game this late. And this game always does something like that. Whose wagon you gonna be on, Ian? Is that the Twins? His curveball is nasty. All right, let's just go. All right, here we go. 2 outs. He wants me to start out with a curveball.
Stepping in now, Mitch Garver. Yes, he'll take
There we go.
a bold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Hendricks is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be a Hall of Famer. I don't know how easy he's going to be a Hall of Famer, though.
Kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are two keys to being a good relief pitcher. And
Major League Baseball Hall of Fame is really finicky. It's just like NFL Hall of Fame too.
Ball in the ballpark. You can't
Like,
defend a walk, and you can't defend a
the things that they should look at to determine if you're going to be a Hall of Famer, they take a lot more into consideration in the background that they're not supposed to. And sometimes if you're a player that's like really wasn't like popular, where it's like, there we go. Thank you, game. Should have never. This game should have been 3-0. It's all right though. We got 3 momentum.
What a lift it can
Bubbles.
be to win on opening day, but what do you really think this means, D-Row?
Well, for the
Twins
winner,
fan.
it's a huge confidence boost, Dan, no doubt. But for the loser, hey,
You know what? Since you guys are talking about the Twins, thinking what I probably may do tonight, I may post tomorrow. I may do a legendary player lock for Kirby Puckett. I used to like watching him when I was younger, well, when I was a kid. All right, so we starting out. Ooh, look at them wins. Oh my gosh, how many wins did we just start out with? Like 4 wins. Our next key moment is going to be walk it off for a dramatic win. So they're probably going to put me in a situation. Oh, it's a bottom of the 9th type of deal. Look, 5-0. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. So let's see. I'm sure we haven't had any trade offers yet, because usually it'll give you a prompt if you have. But, you know, we'll see. Plus, that was just the first game of the season. And we're only 5 games in, so we're not going to get any trades this soon. So we got bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Actually, I'm going to have to jump off because my wife is headed home with the kids. So I want to make sure I'm ready. And it's like it's raining outside or about to rain. So I want to make sure I'm there for her when she gets here with the kids so I can help her in the house. You like the Barry Bonds, for example. He's a home run king, yet he's not in the... Yeah. So, you know, whether you believe that he did something or not, you're supposed to look at things based upon what they did on the field. And let's not pretend like a lot of these greats that we put on the pedestal, like the Babe Ruths of the world and the Cy Youngs and all those guys, don't think that they weren't cheating in their day either, with pine tar and the spitballs and all that stuff. Like, cheating is a part of baseball. Like, if it wasn't, why did you have managers giving signs and stuff on third base and in the dugout? Like, cheating, that's kind of like the unwritten rule in baseball of, like, that's what it's about. Stealing signs, trying to do all those things. And when somebody goes to an extreme measure sometimes to get an upper hand, then it's frowned upon. But I'm like, but it's still cheating, whether it's on a large scale or a smaller scale. I mean, the Astros are still crap for doing what they did. You know, I'm not calling out any single player. I'm just saying the whole organization. But at the same time, we can't put like historical players that are no longer here on in such a box to where they're untouchable and not act like they didn't do things in their day. Like, baseball was just as dirty back in the day as it is now, or as it was like in the 90s and the early 2000s. So yeah, Bond should be in there, and no asterisk. He should just be in there just like everybody else. But it's just like, We live in an era now where there's more coverage on television, radio, the internet, social media. Like there's so much coverage now to where public perception gets blown much larger out of proportion than it would have been back in the day. You know, if there was Twitter and all that stuff back in the day when Babe Ruth and all those guys played, or even in the early 80s, you know, it would be just as bad. People like Tom Seaver and, you know, Vince Coleman, like all these Wade Boggs and all those guys, like you never know what the heck they were doing. And they'll never admit to it. They don't have to. I mean, they're solidified in their position. I'm not saying those guys did anything, by the way, just using them as an example. But anyway, yeah, you know, see, is A-Rod in the Hall of Fame? He's going to get in there. Because I'm going to tell you why. If he's not in the Hall of Fame, I don't think he is. I don't even know if he's eligible yet, is he? Yeah, I don't know if A-Rod, I don't think, is A-Rod, I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame or not. I don't think he is yet. He may not be eligible just yet, but he'll get in there. And because, one, he's given back to the game post-career. He's now an analyst. And he's cleaned up his image. You know, Bonds was more of a to himself. He didn't really like to, you know, associate with, like, he wasn't a friendly guy. He didn't have that perception as a friendly guy. So, you know, that's what's going to hurt him getting in. That's what's going to be a real struggle. Bonds will eventually get in, but I think his punishment, he's going through his punishment from the voters of making him wait year after year after year after year. Kind of like T.O., Terrell Owens in the NFL Hall of Fame. Making him wait longer than he definitely should have had to wait. And he didn't do anything wrong. It's just they didn't like his personality. And that's where it comes down to a personality thing. You know, I don't like this guy's personality. It doesn't matter what he did on the field, even though that's what the votes should be based upon. So, anyway, Tim Raines, nice. Yeah, he was a good base stealer back in the day, too. It was like Tim Raines, Vince Coleman. Like those two guys, it was just like back and forth with them, like who was gonna steal the most bases that year. That was a good time. The 80s were a really good time in baseball. Mid to late 80s, really good time in baseball. You know. But anyway, guys, appreciate the you guys stepping in and hanging with me for this quick stream. It was just a little bit under an hour, but you know, I may stream again later on tonight. But I'm gonna try to work on the video later on tonight to do a Kirby Puckett player lock, and yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow when I stream again. And I'm Mr. Lux, and I'm out. Peace.